Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch were on Burt Kreischer's show that dropped today, and we got this update from Seth Rollins regarding his recovery from shoulder surgery.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing good about being hurt. I'm trying to find the silver linings. You know, I get to spend more time with my daughter, which is great. Mm-hmm. More time at home. Once I get this thing off, which is in like another month, then it might be like full, vacation mode for a little while before I like lock in and have to start training to get ready to come back.
What's that ramp up look like?
Gosh, it'll probably be gradual. I don't even really know. It'll be, my guess is about 8 to 12 weeks of like, okay, now I have to stop eating like an asshole.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, probably 12 weeks. Plus we'll be moving right into WrestleMania season, which is when I
12-day weeks, April. Yeah. That's April, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm hoping like around February, after all the holiday stuff, I can start to be like, okay, lock in. No more BS.
Do you think Burt Kreischer had any care in the world about this guy's rehabilitation schedule?
I think he was way more. By the way, if you haven't watched the actual interview, the sounds of what you were hearing in the background was Burt Kreischer spatchcocking his chicken that he was about to cook for Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. I mean, it's probably difficult to do both at the same time. So maybe he was a bit more focused on the spatchcocking and probably just enough about the actual medical history as well, or prognosis.
Well, it's
do you believe it, John? That's the question, isn't it?
With Seth Rollins, I mean, I think charitably, I think it'll be probably touch and go with Mania season, and I mean, you just won't know. If he's training by February, I honestly I would think if this is the legitimate timetable that he's going to start training by February, he to me would be a like night after Mania type of return. Like, why do you want to race that? Like, for Rollins, obviously you want to have everyone peak for the big show, but it's, for the story you're telling, I think that you want to, like, that's a great post-Mania story, especially if Mania is going to be Braun's, like, big title win or something to come out of Mania for Rollins, rather than just racing him back to get that in so he can be on the card.
I would agree, but at the very least, maybe a moment of him coming out and somehow getting involved in the match at WrestleMania. I think that would be, pretty tremendous as well. I have no reason not to believe him. Well, I have some reason not to believe him, but it sounds plausible, and his explanation felt believable to me. So, whatever.
Did you watch any more of this interview?
I was a bit captivated by just their very casual conversation, but then I realized, okay, I got other things to do, so I did shut it off. Did you? How much of this did you watch?
That answer.
Oh, just that's it.
I saw the answer Becky gave. Obviously, the discussion about when she was called up to the main roster, and this was the story of some top star that would just go after like all the women and just try to sleep with all of them. And it's like, if you slept with him, you would be blacklisted, and if you didn't, you'd also be blacklisted, which sounds like quite the dilemma for these women, and that's kind of what Becky outlined. Burt Kreischer just, I don't know if he is the best person to be talking about workplace culture in WWE in a post Vince McMahon world, but yeah, that was the story that was brought up, but no name mentioned attached to it, but does give you kind of just a glimpse into, the female performers. And this is something like of the past 10 years. We're not talking about the 90s or anything like that, or the early 2000s. Like, this is much more recent history of at least the concern the women had about, what the etiquette is with male talent, and their belief that the office is going to go with the big star over any of the female talent that might cause, that might complain about said star, whoever that was. Or even if that star is still there with the company or not. Like, I don't think even that was indicated by Becky in this answer. It was probably, I didn't listen to this whole thing, but I imagine that was the most newsworthy kind of discussion point coming out of this interview.
between this and, I suppose like AJ and Stephanie McMahon talking about their past and how like Stephanie was grateful that was brought up because it brought about some level of change. It at least continues to signal from representatives of the WWE that there has been a change in culture. Like, and I have no reason not to believe that these are her genuine words, but this is what the messaging seems to convey to the public, that was then, and this is a very different WWE now.
November on the Post Wrestling Cafe will include Rewind Away, looking at some of the biggest retirement matches in pro wrestling history with selections from All Japan Pro Wrestling, WWE, and Stardom, among others. Plus, we'll have reviews of TNA Turning Point, UFC 322 from Madison Square Garden, and the Tanahashi Final Homecoming. John and Wei will be taking all of your questions on this month's installment of Ask Away, and John gets together with Brandon from New Jersey for a Season 4 retrospective of 90210. All that and so much more. Join now at postwrestlingcafe.com. $6 gets you in the door.